Everybody, welcome back to Rolling Out. Rolling Out tonight, man. Tonight we have a very special guest, man, and very special meaning, legendary, iconic. You know what I'm saying? It was cool for a few years not to give this man his flowers, and then Vince Staples went on Breakfast Club and said, "Hey, man, stop playing, man. Let's start giving this man his flowers." Then everybody started giving his flowers, man. Mr. 106, Mr. Movie, lottery ticket, whatever you want to say, man. The first man to beat Soldier Boy in the verses. Shout out Shad Moss. Shad, how are you doing today, sir?
Hey man, what's going on? I appreciate the introduction, my brother. I appreciate it.
Oh man. You know that's the least we can do for you, for a legend, everything like that. After Happily Ever After, the new show out right now, man. Just what's a quick synopsis? I saw the first episode. What's going on with the show?
Yeah, man. I mean, pretty much is a dating experience like no other. You know, we were throwing these couples in this big old mansion for a month, and pretty much, you know, the whole quest is to find your next true love. But we did a twist because the exes will actually be picking for their ex. And that's where the whole thing just goes toxic, right? So each week I throw these single parties, bringing maybe like a group of 50 people every week. And pretty much these singles are here to win over the exes so that they can actually get a chance to go into the house for 48 hours to get closer to the ultimate goal, which is to find your happily ever after. So that's pretty much the premise of the show. And you know, we're taking you everywhere, man. It's a show full of emotion, laughter. You'll cry, you'll get angry, and couples that will be watching, you'll see a lot of your own selves within the cast. So it's going to be a dope experience all the way around.
Now, for you in your personal life, would you have one of your exes set you up with your next love of your life?
Yeah, I've been getting asked that question all day. And I said, I wouldn't mind it. There's, well, not all of them, but one, yeah. But not all of them. But, you know, there's always that one cool one out of the bunch who you still cool and cordial with. So, yeah, I would.
But do you want to throw any names, or is it like that's off limits? That's too personal.
Yeah, me and my daughter's mom, like we're like best friends. So, we have a great friendship, great relationship. We laugh, we talk about things. I can call her about girls that I'm dealing with. She can talk to me about the guys she's dealing with. If she has questions about men, she'll call me. Like, why y'all be doing it? You know what I mean? So that's really my homegirl. So my daughter's mother would be the one I would pick to let her, you know, choose for me.
For sure. And you keep a job, Bow Wow, Shad. I just want to know, how's your headspace? How are you feeling right now? 2 years into the pandemic, 3 years into the pandemic. How are you doing?
Oh, we good. Good. I mean, we survived it, which was a blessing. The pandemic hit us right when we were on tour. We were able to come back, finish up the Millennium Tour. You see, we back on the road right now. We're not even in the middle. We're just in the beginning of tour. We got Chicago and St. Louis this week. So we're back. You know, I'm doing my headlining my second arena tour in 1 year. It's crazy being able to put asses in the seats with no new music. I mean, that's on some like Kiss level shit, like the rock group. And, you know, Janet, for those that don't have to put out any new records, to still put thousands of people in an arena in today's, time is out of this world. There's no one who's doing that from my era. Even the new guys are dropping music daily, weekly, and then they go on the road. It's like, I don't have to do that anymore. You know, I really could just roll out of bed now and just go to work because of all the records and the hits that have just been so nostalgic and just have lived throughout the years and withstood time. So it's a blessing. It's an honor to be able to do that. And like I said, man, I don't know nobody who's able to do that, not from my era, so it's dope.
How good has it felt to get those flowers on the tour? And then just, in general, with social media, and ever since the Vince Staples shout out, like I said in the intro, it seems like everybody's been open about, kind of giving you the flowers you deserve as an icon you are.
Yeah, I'm loving it. And it is very much, I appreciate it. I feel like, it took a lot of me to understand who I am. And, it all starts with self. I had to cut back doing a lot of dumb shit. I had to cut back, putting myself out there to get hung in the media. So I had to scale back and watch what I was doing wrong. And it was really a lot of self-inflicted things. And I remember just having a conversation with Snoop, and he was just telling me like, "Yo, bro, you a legend. Like I birthed you into this shit. Like, understand who you are. You can't be, being no clown out here. Like, you got to make sure you got to walk like it, talk like one, and present yourself as that, and then come. And I stood with that for the past 4-5 years, and been on this clean streak of just wins, and from 2 arena tours to, like you said, verses, and reminding everybody how bad of a motherfucker I really am, and And that's what it is. It's all about putting in the work and going to work, and enough of the, the other shit. We'll find ways to entertain and laugh with the people. We'll put out shows and we'll put out movies. But as far as me putting myself out there, I had to control that. And a lot of it was self-inflicted. So once I mastered that, it was all ball game. You can tell by my Instagram, it's all work, no play. So, I'm gonna put out there what the people need to see and not what they might want to see from me. So
No, 100%. And like, just even touching on that, like you got to understand these people that you're putting in seats, these near 30-year-olds. 20 years ago, I remember I was in the scooter in my living room in a big jersey, hopping off, doing a little Harlem Shake, everything to you on TV.
Right.
I wanted cornrows because of you and Ellen Iverson.
Right.
It is what it. But to wrap up, man, just I guess what is who are you tuned into now? Who are the kind of guys that you really see are next up in the culture and can shift and affect the culture the way that you have so far in your career?
I mean, Lil Baby's doing his thing. I think everybody would tell you that right now. For me, it's not even just hip hop. You know what I mean? I think Bad Bunny is the biggest artist out right now. I think he surpassed everybody. I think it's a lot of people out here you can draw inspiration from. I've never been a hater. I've always been a congratulator. That's what I call it. But for me, I see everything out here, but it's hard for me to be the best that I can be if I focus on what everybody else is doing. So I just stay in that tunnel of Bow Wow business and I just keep driving in my own lane. And that's how I've been able to be so successful. But I see it, I hear about it, I view it. My boys, we got a group chat. They send me everything that's popping in the industry. We don't miss a beat. I look, but then I get right back to work.
Well, Shad, I appreciate the time so much for rolling out. Until next time, make sure you guys check out After Happily Ever After, out right now on BET, hosted by Bow Wow.
That's right. Appreciate it.